Welcome to Teen Compass. We're here to help empower you to navigate life with confidence.
That's right.
And today, we're digging into something I think a lot of you probably deal with. Cyberbullying and, those really nasty hate comments online.
Mm-hmm. It's almost unavoidable sometimes.
Totally. And we're going to explore that question. Is it actually worth hitting back? That urge to, clap back? Is that the best way?
It's a big question.
Yeah. So if you've ever felt that, sting from something someone said online, and you've wondered how to handle it without kind of losing yourself in the process, then, yeah, this deep dive is definitely for you.
It really is amazing how much our lives are online now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially for teens.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, online interaction is just constant. And unfortunately, that means the possibility of running into negativity is also pretty constant.
Right.
So understanding what that negativity actually looks like, the different forms it takes, that's really the first step, to handling it well.
Okay, yeah, let's get specific then. Because when we say cyberbullying, we're not just talking about, one person being rude once, are we? What makes it cyberbullying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a key difference. The big thing with cyberbullying is that it's repetitive and it's targeted.
Targeted.
Yeah, it's like a pattern of behavior meant to harm someone using all those digital places you hang out, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Discord.
Even gaming chats.
Oh, yeah, definitely gaming chats, too. It's a deliberate, ongoing thing trying to cause distress.
And the info we looked at points out some really specific ways this happens. Can you give us some examples of what that might look like?
Sure. So common examples are things like posting embarrassing photos or videos of someone, without their okay, or spreading lies, rumors online to mess with someone's reputation. And then there's doxing that's super invasive, sharing someone's private info like their address or phone number.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And of course, direct threats, insults sent through messages or comments, or even creating fake accounts just to harass someone or pretend to be them. It's nasty stuff.
Definitely. And then there are hate comments. They kind of feel similar, but maybe it's slightly different. How do those fit in?
Yeah, hate comments are often really quick, ugly hits. They usually go after something fundamental about your appearance, maybe your beliefs, your race, gender, abilities, faith.
The core stuff.
Exactly. Now, a single hate comment can hurt. Absolutely. But it might be more of an isolated thing, not necessarily that sustained campaign like cyberbullying.
Gotcha.
But, hate comments definitely add to the overall toxic vibe online, and they can be part of a bigger pattern of harassment, too.
It's still kind of wild how much words on a screen can actually hurt. You see it, it's just text, but the impact feels so real. Why do you think online negativity hits so hard?
Well, I think it taps into just the basic power of words, doesn't it? Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21 says, the tongue has the power of life and death.
Wow.
And even though it's just, pixels on a screen, those words carry real emotional weight, especially for teens, right? You're figuring out who you are, navigating all this social stuff.
Totally.
And these online attacks can seriously mess with your self-image, amp up anxiety, make you feel like you don't belong. It's just a really vulnerable time, so those digital attacks can feel incredibly sharp.
Okay, so picture this. You're scrolling, and boom, something really negative pops up, aimed right at you. That first gut reaction is just, type back fast, right? Defend yourself.
Oh, absolutely. That's such a natural human instinct, wanting to protect yourself. But here's the thing to really think about.
Okay.
Reacting right away, especially when you're angry, often just gives the bully what they want.
Like attention.
Exactly. Attention, seeing you get mad, making you spend your time and energy on them. An angry reply can actually just fuel the fire, make things worse.
Okay, so if that instant comeback might backfire, what's a better first move? What should we actually do?
The most important first step, create some space.
Yeah.
Seriously. Between seeing the comment and doing anything.
Just pause.
Yes. Take a breath, maybe a few deep breaths. Put the phone down.
Physically step away?
Yeah. Go for a walk, maybe journal about how you're feeling, or just talk to someone you trust about what you saw. That pause lets you calm down, process it, and stops you from sending something you'll regret later when the emotion isn't so high.
That makes a lot of sense, disrupting that knee-jerk reaction. What else can we actively do right then?
Another really key thing is to actively question if what they said is even true. Don't just automatically buy into the nasty stuff. People who cyberbully are often doing it to feel powerful themselves. Their attacks usually say way more about their issues than about you.
That's a good point.
Remember what Psalm chapter 139, verse 14 says, You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Got to hold on to that truth about yourself.
That's powerful. Okay, so we've paused. We're trying not to believe the lies. What about actually dealing with the comment itself or the person?
Right. So this is where those tools the platforms give you come in handy. You almost always have options.
Like blocking.
Exactly. Block the person. Report the comment or the user to the platform. Or just mute them so you don't see their stuff anymore.
Is that seen as weak, though? Like running away?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Using those tools isn't weakness. It's self-protection. It's setting boundaries. Think of it as self-care. You have every right to make your online space feel safe and positive. Nobody, absolutely nobody, is owed access to your peace.
I think sometimes there's this pressure, like you have to deal with it all by yourself.
Yeah.
But the guidance we reviewed really stresses something else, too.
Oh, absolutely. Reaching out is critical. Don't bottle this stuff up.
Who should you talk to?
Talk to a parent, a youth leader, maybe a teacher you trust, a school counselor, any adult in your life you feel safe with.
Okay.
Cyberbullying isn't just kids being mean. It can have serious emotional consequences, and sometimes it can even cross legal lines. Adults can offer support, give advice, and maybe even step in ways you can't. You really don't have to go through it alone.
Okay, but what if you feel like you do need to say something back? Like you can't just let it stand. How do you decide to engage?
That's a tough call, for sure. If you really feel a response is needed, the key is how you do it. Approach it with strength, with clear boundaries. Not with spite or trying to hurt them back.
Strength, not spite. I like that.
Yeah. Think about what Jesus taught in Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you.
Right. But that doesn't mean just be silent, does it?
No, it doesn't mean silence necessarily, but it guides how we respond. It encourages us to choose dignity, to respond in a way that reflects our values, not sink down to their level. So maybe that's calmly stating a fact, clearly saying this isn't okay, or just refusing to get pulled into a nasty back and forth.
That's really helpful. Okay, let's flip it for a second. What if someone listening right now realizes, shoot, maybe I've been the one doing this. Maybe I've said stuff online that hurts someone.
Wow, yeah. That takes real guts and maturity to even consider. If that's you, if you recognize you've maybe been part of the problem, the way forward is pretty clear.
What do?
You own it.
Yeah.
Take responsibility. Give a real sincere apology to the person you hurt. If you posted something mean, take it down. And if it feels right, ask for their forgiveness. Look, we all mess up. Real growth happens when we admit it and actually try to make things right.
The material also brought up this idea of choosing influence over ego. I thought that was really interesting. What does that mean here?
Yeah, it's a powerful idea, especially online. So much of that urge to clap back comes from ego, right?
Totally. Wanting the last word.
Exactly. Wanting to be right, to win the comment war. But real influence, that comes from your character, your integrity, how you act, especially when it's hard. So sometimes the most influential thing you can do is not respond directly at all. Choosing to walk away from the fight online. Or maybe stating your view calmly, respectfully, without getting sucked into the negativity. Or even just staying silent to protect your own peace. Those actions often speak way louder, have a much better impact than some angry, ego-driven comment.
That's a different way to think about strength online. So as we kind of wrap this up, what are the main takeaways, the key things you hope listeners really hold on to?
Okay, yeah, a few big things. First, remember, the haters, the people spreading negativity online, they don't get the final word on who you are or what you're worth. God does.
That's huge.
Second, one mean comment, even a bunch of them, that doesn't define you. Your value is real. It's inside you. It doesn't come from what people say online.
So true.
And finally, please remember this. You are never alone in this stuff. There are people who care about you online and offline. There's help available. Don't try to handle it all by yourself.
So, back to our big question for this deep dive. Is it worth clapping back when you're facing cyberbullying or hate comments?
And I think what we've kind of landed on is that sometimes the best, most powerful clapback, it isn't a comment at all.
What is it then?
It's choosing confidence in who you are. It's showing compassion when you can.
Yeah.
And it's deciding to rise above the negativity, with grace and with strength.
That's such a good perspective to end on. If you found this deep dive helpful and you want more guidance on navigating life with confidence,
Please do.
Please like this, share it with anyone you think might need to hear it, and definitely subscribe to Team Compass.